The Fragile Peace. The film opens in 2017, 4 years after the events of World War Z. A desolate Moscow skyline, cloaked in snow and silence, serves as the backdrop. Jerry Lane, Brad Pitt, now a weary ex-UN investigator, navigates a fortified safe zone, his face lined with scars and regret. The zombie pandemic, halted by a vaccine that makes humans imperceptible to the infected, has left humanity fractured. Safe zones like Moscow, Novosibirsk, and Buenos Aires teeter on collapse, their populations dwindling. A radio broadcast crackles with news of a new outbreak in the Arctic, where survivors report evolved zombies. The camera pans to a horde breaching a wall, their movements faster, coordinated, hinting at a mutation. Jerry, haunted by his family's separation, Karen and the children are in a distant zone, resolves to investigate, setting a tense tone. Act 1. The mutation emerges. Jerry reunites with Sagan, Daniela Curtis, the Israeli soldier from the first film, now a commander in a UN remnant force. They travel to the Arctic, where a research team led by Dr. Elena Voss, a new character, played by a new actress, reveals a chilling discovery. The vaccine's side effect, a dormant virus, E29, has mutated in extreme cold, turning zombies into hive-mind predators. Flashbacks show Jerry's post-2013 struggle. He distributed the vaccine globally, but political infighting and resource wars eroded the victory. The establishment narrative lauds him as a hero, yet he knows the truth. Humanity's survival is a fragile lie. The team faces an ambush by these evolved zombies, dubbed Sentinels, which use rudimentary tactics to trap prey. Jerry and Sagan escape to a derelict Russian sub, where they find evidence of a corporate cover-up. The vaccine was rushed by a pharmaceutical giant, Pharmacorp, to secure profits, not save lives. The act ends with a Sentinel breaching the sub, forcing a desperate evacuation as Jerry vows to expose the conspiracy. Act 2. The Cost of Survival. Jerry and Sagan link up with a resistance group in Iceland, led by Captain Malik, a new character played by a new actor, a former NATO officer turned rebel. They learn Pharmacorp is deploying E29 as a weapon, turning zombies against each other to reclaim territories. But the mutation has backfired, creating Sentinels. Malik's group includes a young survivor, Anya, a new character, played by a new actress, whose family was sacrificed in a Pharmacorp experiment. Her rage mirrors Jerry's guilt, forging a bond. Flashbacks reveal Karen's, Mireille, Enos, perspective. She leads a safe zone in Canada, unaware of Jerry's mission, but facing riots over dwindling food. The resistance uncovers a Pharmacorp plan to detonate nuclear devices in zombie zones, triggering a nuclear winter to reset humanity. A strategy echoing the book's grim aftermath. A tense infiltration of a Pharmacorp outpost ends with Sagan wounded and Anya captured, the act closing on a Sentinel's roar as nukes are armed. Act 3. The Reckoning. The climax unfolds in a frozen Norwegian fjord, where Pharmacorp's launch site looms. Jerry, Sagan, and Malik launch a guerrilla assault, using scavenged tech to disrupt the Sentinel's hive mind with EMP bursts. Anya, freed during the chaos, turns on her captors, revealing Pharmacorp's CEO planned to repopulate with an elite few, discarding the masses. Jerry confronts the CEO, a new character, played by a new actor, in a high-stakes showdown atop a missile silo, where the CEO justifies the plan as humanity's only hope. Jerry, rejecting this dystopian logic, sabotages the launch, triggering a Sentinel counterattack. The battle peaks as Sentinels overrun the site, forcing a moral dilemma: detonate a nuke to stop them or risk their spread. Jerry chooses a controlled blast, sacrificing the silo but saving nearby zones, guided by Sagan's dying wish to protect the innocent. The explosion illuminates the fjord, and the Sentinels collapse, their hive mind severed. The film ends with Jerry reuniting with Karen via radio, promising to find her as a new dawn breaks over a scarred but hopeful world. Post-credits scene. In a PharmaCore lab, a scientist injects E29 into a zombie, its eyes glowing with newfound intelligence, hinting at a sequel